Hi class, coming at you from sunny Corinth here. It is Saturday, February 13th, just as we're entering our 25-year low cold front here in north central Texas. And it's about 28 degrees according to my clock. According to my car. I was just going to go over some of the things we're doing here at the garden to prepare for the cold. This is in full knowledge that a lot of stuff is not going to survive. Gardening here can be a gamble, and well, I rolled the dice growing a lot of vegetables in midwinter, and I'm going to lose. The good thing is I'm not going to lose everything. Our vegetables vary a lot in hardiness and how they will respond to our protection techniques. So here, first things first, this is the most low-tech of all methods. This is garlic underneath here. Garlic is one of the hardiest things we can grow here. Garlic and chives are pretty much at the tip top among vegetables. However, because it is already sprouted, it is likely that when we get down into the single digits or even below zero, in the next few nights, some of this top growth will freeze off. That will not kill my garlic, but it will slow it down because it will have to regrow that leaf tissue, and I'll probably have smaller bulbs as a result. So what I'm doing to protect it is I'm mulching it with a nice thick layer of, it's basically old hay, it's just old dried up grass clippings from the lawn here. And hopefully that will minimize the death of the tops. I'm probably still going to get some garlic. It'll have to get colder than zero to kill garlic. Garlic will overwinter in hardiness zones much, much colder than here. One of the differences, though, is there you have a blanket of snow. Snow is very insulating, so I'm hoping that a little bit of snow will cover up all this and add to it. It's forecasted. We got a chance, so we'll see what happens. Snow is actually very, very good insulation and will add to all of this. Here, these are multiplier onions. These are descended from multiplier onions I found growing, escaped from a garden by a roadside in Wisconsin with no protection at all, and they'd been there since I was a little kid. So I'm not too worried about losing them. This is winter wheat. Again, it is likely that the tops will burn a little bit, but the roots should stay alive. Winter wheat is hardy down into the, at least 30 below zero. However, remember that it's had a nice long, and this is barley. Barley's very hardy too, same reasons. Part of the problem, though, is these things have had it good all winter, and now they're getting a sudden cold snap that they have not necessarily had time to acclimate to. So even if the species is theoretically hardy down to 30 below, that's zone 4 in the USDA hardiness zones, that does not necessarily mean it'll make it through our cold front. Here we have our other, easy method of frost protection. This is a floating row cover. Floating because there's no hoops or anything supporting it. It's just resting directly on top of the plants. These are phenomenal for light frost protection, and they can give you easily 10 degrees of warmth because they capture heat that re-radiates from the ground at nighttime, and they keep the temperature from dropping too badly underneath it. However, I would be quite surprised if they worked for everything here. I've got lettuce under there. I'm going to lose the lettuce. I've got peas under there and chard. There's a faint chance they might make it, especially where I've added a little bit of straw on top, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. Remember, normally we're a zone 8A here, which means that the temperatures are not expected to go lower than 10 degrees ever, or at least not in the normal winter. It's definitely going to get colder than that. We're going to be going down to the single digits, which would put us solidly in zone 7 for a few nights. And it may even go lower. If it goes below zero down to minus 10, we're looking at zone 6 temperatures, which normally would be found way to the north of us. Like Amarillo, for instance, would be zone 6 normally. These are not zone 6 plants. These are globe artichokes. It's anybody's guess what they're going to do. What I'm hoping for is, I'm just expecting to lose the entire top of the plant. I'm hoping the roots survive. I may even come back and add more straw mulch on top of them. And then we have, this is not going to serve you on a farm, but there's a globe artichoke underneath this pot. This is just a little bit more protection than a few handfuls of spoiled hay or grass or fall leaves would give it. You can't do it on a large scale, but for a few plants at home, it's fun. And it just might work. Finally, we have these haystacks out here in the field, if you can see them. Those are peaches and figs. Figs are typically root hardy down to zone 6, but top hardy only down to about zone 8. So I fully expect that there's a fig, there's a fig, there's a fig. I'll lose the entire top of the plant. But I hope it will regrow from the root, and I hope the haystack helps to protect it from sudden temperature swings. This is an Asian persimmon. It's a fuyu. Fuyus are recommended for points south of us. I have a feeling it's toast, but we'll see if it makes it. If it does resprout, it will resprout from the rootstock, which could be either other Asian persimmon, which is only good down to about zone 7, or possibly not even, or it could be native persimmon, which is good down to at least zone 5. So we'll see what happens. Wish us luck. Thank you, folks, and stay warm in this. We'll see how we do in this cold snap. Thanks all. Bye-bye.